It's 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and I am up. Today I was actually supposed to be doing body work, so I've got these set up so I could prep them and paint them, and because in 2 weeks, MB Drift is going to The Rock on December 12th, Rockingham Speedway. But instead of painting, I am about to drive a total of 10 hours to go get some car parts and come home. So, got the Blue Bandit ready-ish, and yeah, I'm gonna go pick up Stacy so that way he can be my co-driver, and then we're gonna go drive and pick up a bunch of cars, or go pick up a bunch of parts for my hatchback Levin project. Right, so just loaded up all the stuff. We got the bed of the truck totally full with the bed extender, and the entire inside of the truck is full of parts too. We made such an awesome haul. All this stuff. I really can't wait to get home and go dig through it and show you everything that I got for such a killer deal. So now that I'm back home, yesterday we were on the road for 10 hours. It took us 2 to 3 hours to load everything up. I'm finally back home. I was able to look through everything and catalog all of the parts I just picked up. So before I show you the parts, I want to tell you the story of these. So the lady I bought all the parts from, it's actually from her son's car. Now what she told me is that he was in the middle of a restoration, which by the quality of some of these parts was going to be a top-notch restoration. But he dropped the car off as a shell after putting all new suspension on it, billet hubs, all kinds of stuff. Dropped off to a friend who's supposed to paint it. Well, that friend didn't stay in communication, sold his house, and the car, the new homeowners called the police. They came and picked up the shell and crushed it. So just super sad. You know, the 86 owner, essentially, he was just so done with it. He just wanted to trash all these parts. But his mom said, no, all these parts are sitting in my house. I'll tell you what, I'll handle selling them and everything. I don't want to say how much I paid, but maybe I'll tell you later after I show you everything. This, I got such a good deal on it, and I felt so bad. You know, my heart was aching for this guy, that this project car he had started to put together and really assembled some top-notch stuff got crushed. So let's start in the garage and show you what's in here, then we'll walk out of the front yard and show you everything out there. So to start with, this was stuff I didn't think I was going to get. I didn't know they had it. Complete Gts Interior. So really, really good condition rear seats. You know, they just need to be cleaned up a little bit, but the fabric is in amazing shape. The door panels need a little bit of work, but they're not bad. They're really not too bad. So I'll clean those up probably later and try and fix them. The passenger side, like this piece here, is hanging down on the passenger side, so I'll see what I need to do to fix that. I got these, these are like my favorite thing from GTS. This is the rear, you know, the trim that goes inside of the quarter back here by the rear seat, because they got like a built-in armrest. So I'm gonna have to do some reupholstery on this because the fabric is starting to pull away, which isn't too hard to fix. If I can get the fabric off and then spray some adhesive back down, stick it back down in there and let it settle, then it'll be okay. The front seats, I mean, same kind of condition. The passenger seat is pretty much spotless, just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. You know, typical things like this trim is pulling away, which isn't too hard to fix. The driver's seat has a couple of burn holes. Oh, hang on, that's the passenger seat. The driver's seat looks like it's got a couple of burn holes from like cigarettes or something. So like there's a hole here and a hole here, but that's not too bad. I'm not super worried about that. The seats themselves are in really good condition. The air pump for the lumbar support, that still works. So yeah, just amazing deal I got. Full interior. My favorite interior, stuff that I never thought I'd be able to get. So that I didn't know they had. I spent extra on it once I saw they had it. But this kind of gives you an idea of really the stuff that I got. I also got this set of wheels, 15 by 6.5. Not very wide. This is a 195. It sits really square on it. I like this style of wheel, but they gave them to me for free. Oh, and another thing, before we go over there, I also got a spare hatch. It seems in pretty okay shape. There's a little bit of rust in the backside, but it's got a good window and Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's got some rust probably. But it's got a good window and a good rubber seal for it, so I don't know if I'll keep the hatch. I've got a decent hatch on the car. But hey, I can't complain. They tossed it in for free. They just want it out of there. We'll start over here. Got a couple of 4A GE pieces, so distributors, I don't need those, so those will probably get posted up for sale. Same thing, T50 shifter, I don't need that because I don't run a T50, a 4AG in my car. Everything is beams powered in my garage. But good condition glove box, shifter trim, stereo surround. The dash is in really good condition. These are really cool. I got the 11 floor mats, which is just amazing because I'm building 11 and I got a bunch of 11 stuff. We'll go over to this side of this box. I didn't unpack this, but you know, seat belts and other miscellaneous things. Brand new door handles. You know, I got these rear speaker pods, which I didn't think I was gonna be able to get. So I have a set, but didn't have the covers on them. But now I've got them with the covers and the speakers already in them. A pretty good condition. Black dash. There's a little crack here and a little crack like here and here. Just a little bit, but not too bad. I'll probably put a dash cover on it and be good. Okay. Some more plain, you know, flat, the black interior, which is getting really hard to come by. This has the covers that I was missing for the trim that's already in the car, so that's pretty cool. His dad went and refinished these, so these turned out really nice. Just a nice coat of paint on them. This is also super neat. Front grille, 11 logo. Rain visor, 11 logo. Side molding, 11 logos. Okay, everything, as you can see, was bagged up and labeled, so I know exactly where all the nuts and bolts go. We'll go over to this box. This is brand new 11 lights. We got the corner lights, brand spanking new. We've got fog lights, brand new. And we also have the turn signals, the bumper lights, brand new. So that's just fantastic. I only had the headlights before, and the ones that I have are missing brackets. So I also have headlights, so I'll get to those in a minute. So the rest of the black plastic interior, literally every single piece of trim possible. You know, they stripped the car down so it could be, you know, it could go through bodywork. New washer fluid. This is something I'm really excited about. Side window clips, because I don't have the ones for a hatchback, and here's a bag of all of them, and most of them look to be in pretty good condition. I only see a couple that are cracked or broken. A set of Solex locks, which I don't really necessarily care for the Solex locks too much. You know, I know a lot of Corolla guys do. They're like pretty easy to break into, so I was never really worried about. I never really thought I'll get Solex locks, but this came with Solex locks, which is great because I don't have door locks in my car. We've got motors and everything for keyless entry, so that's pretty cool. Got the key fob so I can add keyless entry to the car. Yeah, everything labeled. Okay, we'll get over into the performance stuff here. Or no, let's finish up going through body stuff. So CBY, I don't know if they're authentic or replica over fenders. A TRD style spoiler. Once again, don't know if it's authentic or not. Not sure what style side skirts these are, but side skirts. That's a JDM bumper bracket. And over here, here's the other JDM bumper bracket. So those are really hard to come by as well. I think the last set I saw for 11 sell for like $500. So I got those with a CBY, either style or authentic bumper. This is kind of a neat thing that CBY does. So I feel like it's authentic. They add this little aluminum brace to it to really stiffen up the fiberglass. Yeah, so that's just super cool. Okay, now we'll get over into the performance stuff and kind of some of the things that are my favorite pieces that I got with this. So I don't really care too much for T3 as a company, but I got T3 Fender Braces, stainless steel brake lines, T3 front tow hook, front and rear strut tower bars, front and rear brakes, right? These look to be brand spanking new rear calipers, which I don't think you can get anymore, like at all. So these are brand new GTS rear calipers. It's phenomenal. Both of them with the brackets and the front ones with their brackets. Okay, in this box, I didn't realize what this was. They sent me a picture of it, and I was just like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. Grex. So this is a Gritty Trust Grex, whatever the company is, whatever you want to call it, oil filter relocation. So yeah, just awesome. I've got this oil filter relocation for a 4A JDM AE86. I think I can make it work on a beams. I mean, there's little things like this that are cool, but it says, you know, Gretty on these hose clamps. That's awesome. That's worth a good chunk of money. An HID kit for the 11 lights, and all new bulbs for everything. So that's cool. I don't really like HIDs. One of the things for me is I prefer proper retrofits versus HID kits, just because if you put an HID kit in a non-HID housing, you get a bunch of glare that's going to blind oncoming traffic, and I've almost gotten into accidents and driven off the road because of crazy HID kits. So I don't know if I'll run that on this car, but it's cool that I've at least got it. Okay, all new brake cables for the rear, which is great because I don't have those. Here's the brand spanking new 11 headlights with fog light brackets, and here we have the pieces that don't come on the Trueno on the pop-up front end to be able to bolt those headlights to the car. So these are the pieces that you weld on to be able to bolt them onto the car. Also a random Nardi steering wheel in one of the boxes. I think they had a Nardi steering wheel sitting in their attic, and I got the horn button from it. Not on purpose, it just came in one of these boxes that I got. Shift rebuild kit, hose kit, I don't know what brand this is, but blue. Cusco motor mounts, Cusco transmission mount. I won't use the Cusco transmission mount, but I'll probably use the motor mount because I use that, or I use the regular 4A GE mounts for my beams. This is one of the things I'm the most excited for. I love these rain guards, and I have carbon fiber ones on my drift car, but these are the OEM stainless steel 11 rain guards. And like I said, in that box over there, I've got new stickers for them since these are kind of peeling and faded. This one's really bad, so I've got replacement stickers for that. Okay, and the last bit. This is the thing that I am absolutely the most excited for. This is kind of what sold me on the whole deal. A near perfect condition JDM digital cluster. This is my absolute favorite piece. I'm so excited for this. It also has these jumper harnesses made, so that way it should be plug and play. There's some other stuff in here, you know, random clips. Get some Japanese newspaper for packing material. 2 headlight switches. I think one of them might be 11 headlight. I think this might be the 11 headlight switch. I'm not sure. This is something that's neat. I didn't realize that we had intermittent wiper adjustments on 8.6s. You know, I've owned 4 8.6s now, and none of them have been able to adjust. So I don't know if it's just my wiper switches were bad, but this is an adjustable one, so that's pretty cool. I can adjust wiper speed. I guess we'll go back over to the digital cluster here. So I've always wanted one of these digital clusters, but I could never justify buying them because they were so expensive. You know, they used to sell for like $400, and now they're upwards of $700 for one that's got broken tabs or it's got cracks in the plastic or whatever. This one, all 4 mounting tabs are perfectly intact. This plastic cover is mint. No scratches or cracks. There's like little things like right, I don't want to drop it. You can see like right here in this corner there's some busted plastic, but I'm not too worried about that. You won't see that. I also think that because this is because it has these jumper harnesses, and if you look, the odometer is rolled back to 0, There's a guy that takes these and modifies them and makes them read in miles per hour. So I think that this actually reads in miles per hour. I'll have to plug it in to see and power it up and see what actually lights up. So I'll probably do that later in my drift car. I'll just plug it in so I can see. I'm gonna have to do some modifications to get the tach to work with the beam swap. There's like a relay mod that you can do external without having to get into the tach. On my GTS cluster, that's what I did, was I took it apart and I added a resistor inside of it. But with this, I don't want to open it up. I don't want a chance breaking it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the little relay mod or whatever to get the tach to read properly. So that way I can have a working digital tach and speedo with the beam swap. I'll also have to get a water temp sensor and fuel level sender for the cluster. The water temp might be the same, but I'm pretty sure that the fuel level sender is a totally different sensor. So yeah, that's my haul. 10 hours on the road. I mean, oh, I guess I've pretty much got every nut and bolt for most of the car here. They gave me a box of hardware and stuff, so I got that all in here. But yeah, 10 hours on the road to go pick this all up. Drove 5 hours there with only a few pictures of things that I knew I was getting, like the digital cluster, the brand new distributor, the 11 lights, the front bumper, the spoiler, the side skirts, the rain guards. Those were all pieces that I really wanted, and when I got there, they just had more stuff than they just had more stuff than they knew what to do with. And they really were trying to clear out their attic of all these parts since their son no longer had the car. Kind of just wanted to get it out of there. They also had a really, a fantastic set of Watanabe 8-spokes. They are 16 by 9.5 with Toyo R888s on it. So super creepy setup, really aggressive. I can't fit 16 by 9.5s on my car, so it wasn't worth it. I mean, they still wanted like $2,000 or $2,200 for it, which is pretty decent considering those wheels are, over $600, about what, $600 to $700 new. So you're getting a set of 4 brand new Watanabe 8-spokes with a set of 4 Toyo R888s. Like, that's pretty good. So yeah, now I have to figure out where this is all going to fit, because I can't put it in the hatchback because I'm not finished doing interior work on it and restoration work to be able to put that all in it. So, and I haven't finished tearing apart the parts car, so I can't shove it in here. It's probably going to go from their attic to my attic. Right, I guess I'll tell you how much I paid. So for all of this, I paid $950 plus what I paid in fuel. So, I think I filled up 2 or 3 times in my ginormous truck that gets terrible gas mileage. So I went through probably about $100 in fuel. So all in all, just over $1,000 for all of this. The digital cluster and like the headlights alone, that's $1,000. So I'm sitting here looking at all this, like, I just got such a good deal. I'm just absolutely astounded. I'm so happy for me that I'm going to be able to finish this, my hatchback, which, this car is it's snowballing so quickly because I thought I was going to restore this over 15 years. It's probably going to be done in like the next 2 years. So mainly because of this parts haul. Just awesome. Between the parts car and this, I've got a bunch of duplicates and stuff that I'm not going to use. Like I said, like the Cusco T50 transmission mount, I'm not going to use that, so that'll get posted up for sale. I don't know if I want to use the T3 strut tire braces, so those might get posted up for sale. Same thing with the T3 tow hook. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll probably do the Fender Braces because I actually really like those. They're something I've wanted to put on my car. And I was going to make some for my car, but now that I've got a set, maybe I'll make another one. Just build a jig off of these. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for following along. Well, the next video for the Dirty Snowball project of my 11 hatchback will probably be me finishing cleaning it out, welding up some holes, fixing some seat mounts, and then maybe I'll finally put that rear window in that's missing since I've got the clips now. I'll finally, replace this window. And after that, it might be time for paint, because I'm hoping that I can sell enough stuff between the 2 cars that I'll have enough to pay off all the debt I incurred from buying all this stuff, and be able to purchase paint and start going on painting the car. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff.